Hey everyone, this is Zero Budget Geek and welcome to another episode of Sentinels of the Multiverse Hero Guide. This time we are taking a look at Tachyon, the speedster of the Sentinels of the Multiverse characters. As you can tell, she is all about speed, playing cards really fast and doing lots of stuff. So let's just take a look at what she can do here. So her base power is Rapid Recon. She can reveal the top card of her hero deck, and then she can choose to discard that card or leave it where it's at. Well, why do you want to do that? Well, there's a select few cards in Tachyon's deck that you want to get out as soon as possible. This will let her, become more and more effective, and I'll go into those as we get to them. And so this Rapid Recon will help you get there faster. The other thing that it does is that a lot of Tachyon's cards have the burst tagline to them, and that just means that some of the cards will refer to that, and you'll see that as we get into them. So let's look at the cards. So here we have Accelerated Assault. Tachyon deals each non-hero target 1 melee damage. It's an okay card. You'll basically do 1 point of damage to all the villain cards that are out there. Pretty simple. Blinding Speed. When you get this card, you want to hold on to this. Never discard this card. It's really great. Lets you destroy 1 environment card or 1 ongoing card, basically giving you an answer to 2 of the hardest things to remove in the game. Then we have Fleet of Foot, another of her great cards. This lets all the players draw a card, and you will get to play a card when you play this. So it's a no-brainer to play this card. As soon as you get it, just pop it out there, give everybody a card, and then you still will get a card played for the turn. The HUD Goggles. So this is one of the cards you want to get into play as soon as possible. It will let Tachyon do and play an additional card during a play phase. Very simple, but this is what Tachyon is all about. Trying to draw as many cards as possible and playing as many cards as possible. Hypersonic Assault. Some people get down on this card. I really like this card. It lets Tachyon deal 1 sonic damage to all non-hero targets, and anything that takes damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of Tachyon's next turn. So you can use this to basically silence a bunch of enemies. The only problem with this with this card is that it must do the damage. So if there's some damage reduction in play on the villains that will reduce this to 0, then you won't get the side effect. But otherwise, it is a great area effect card. And we have Lightning Reflexes. You want to save this to the point where Tachyon has a lot of cards in hand, and you can play this to play up to 2 cards, immediately. So with this, you can chain quite a few combos. And here we have Lightspeed Barrage, and this is basically Tachyon's endgame card. You wanna this will do X damage equal to the number of burst cards in your trash. So with your base power of Rapid Recon, you will be able to get burst cards in your trash, and most of Tachyon's one-shot cards are burst cards, so that's why you want to just kind of play them as soon as you get them, especially if you can play multiple cards in a turn, because that will make this Lightspeed Barrage power up. And late in the game, you can be doing 10 or more damage easily with this card. And here we have Nimble Strike. Again, a one-shot with burst. It deals 1 damage to 1 melee target, and you get to draw a card. It's okay, not that useful, but the card draw pretty much makes it a free play for the turn. And then we have Pushing the Limits, probably the most important card in Tachyon's deck. This will let her basically play an additional card during the play phase and draw an additional card during the draw phase. So you throw this card out and you'll be playing twice as many cards and drawing twice as many cards. Unfortunately, at the start of your turn, you will take 2 damage because of this card. You can choose not to take the damage and let this card go away, but you basically want to get this card in play very soon and keep it in play until you get to maybe the HUD Goggles. And then once you have the HUD Goggles or another Pushing the Limits, then you can let go of this and use those other cards to get you, keep you moving forward. Quick Insight. This is a okay card. Let you draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. This will help you get to either your HUD Goggles or the Pushing the Limits that much quicker. We have Research Grant. This is a very useful card. Once you get this in play, you can start using this instead of your Rapid Recon, because you get to draw 2 cards and discard a card. So you get all the benefits of Rapid Recon, but you'll get you'll get some cards in your hand. So very, very useful. And we have Sonic Vortex, another area effect for Tachyon. She's good at that. You get to do 3 sonic damage to a number of targets equal to the number of burst cards in your trash. So if you have 5 burst cards in your trash, you'll get to do 3 damage to 5 different targets. Nothing bad about that. Sucker Punch, probably the worst card in her deck. It lets you destroy 1 target with 2 or fewer hit points, which there's very rarely the opportunity for that to happen, but if there is, it's okay, you can use it. The best thing about this card is that it does have burst, and so making it much more useful when it is in your trash. So if you have a choice to discard something, discard this Sucker Punch. And then we have Supersonic Response here, another burst card, and this one again is one that I don't hold on to very often, but it is useful. It lets you do 2 damage to 1 target, and if that target had damaged Tachyon on its last turn, then she'll do an additional 2 sonic damage, but don't really count on that extra damage. It usually doesn't come into play that often. Generally, you just want to use this card for the damage, or discard it and have it in your discard pile because it is a burst card. And we have Synaptic Interruption, pretty much the only defensive card in Tachyon's deck. It is an ongoing and it is a burst card, and if Tachyon will be dealt 3 or more damage from a single source, you may redirect that damage to a target of your choice and destroy this card. So it'll prevent the damage from going through to her, and it will hit something else. So you can use this in so many ways to protect yourself from damage and deal some damage to some villain targets. So that is Tachyon in a nutshell. Her only weaknesses is that she really doesn't have any defenses other than the Synaptic Interruption, and all of her cards do very low damage, so anything that lowers damage from the heroes will be a pain for her. But she does have the blinding speed that lets her get rid of environment cards or ongoing cards that may be causing a problem. So generally Tachyon does have an answer for most things, and she's a solid addition to the team. So that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you check the annotations and the description box for links to more episodes in this series. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.